Well, thank you so much, Andres and Stephanie, for sharing the gift of music, and to Richard for your moving reflection on the covenant of friendship and the grief of loss. Please join me in the spirit of meditation and prayer. In the many names of that which each of us holds sacred, let us hold in our hearts all within our church community who, like Richard, are grieving a loss, or who are ill, in pain, or dealing with other hardships. Let us also hold in our hearts all who are suffering the myriad injustices and disasters of our times. For the families of the over 22,000 people who have been murdered in Gaza, and many more wounded, mostly civilian non-combatants and over 70% women and children, where over 2 million people are facing permanent displacement with the loss of whatever home and possessions they may have had, and who now face starvation and death from diseases carried by contaminated water. All of which I may note is approved by our government and financed by our tax dollars. To the victims of our first deadly school shooting of the new year, and for the 14 who have died in a school shooting in Prague, an event perhaps inspired by the terrible tradition of school shootings that we fail to prevent in the US. And for over 100 killed and many more displaced by a major earthquake in Japan. In the face of such injustice and disaster, may we stay focused on what could be, growing our power and solidarity. May we stay focused on resisting despair and denial. In this new year, may we continue to covenant to do what we can to resist attack and alleviate suffering, finding the humility and patience to see ourselves not as saviors, but as siblings caring for each other in one beloved family. May we be kind and generous to all who work beside us. May we find solace and even joy with those we love in art and music and worshiping together. May we live conscious of the ultimate value of each sacred moment of life. Amen. And now please join me for a minute of silent contemplation.